Title: Unveiling the Benefits and Drawbacks of the Gold Standard in International Trade and Finance. Get ready to embark on a riveting journey through the dynamic realms of international trade and finance. In this enthralling video, we plunge into the captivating history of the gold standard, uncovering its ascent, zenith, and eventual decline in simple terms, pros and cons. Join us as we dissect the profound impact of this revolutionary monetary system on global economies, and explore the intricate web of benefits and drawbacks that defined its era. Chapter 1: The Golden Era of the Gold Standard. As the 19th century unfolded, gold emerged as a universally accepted medium of exchange. Nations such as Britain, Canada, the US, France, and Germany embraced the formal gold specie standard, tying their currencies to fixed quantities of gold. The gold standard, a system where paper money's value directly correlated with gold, ushered in an era where people exchanged receipts for tangible gold. This groundbreaking concept laid the groundwork for the development of fiat currency, unbaked by physical commodities, but rather by the trust and confidence of the people. In the heart of this transformative era, the gold standard gained prominence for its stability and reliability. The fixed exchange rates between currencies and gold provided a sense of security for international trade, facilitating smoother transactions and fostering economic growth. Governments and central banks held gold reserves to back their currencies, assuring citizens that their money had intrinsic value. The allure of the gold standard extended beyond economic stability. It played a significant role in shaping the psychology of the time. The idea of tangible wealth, represented by the glittering metal itself, resonated with people. Gold became a symbol of prosperity and financial security, influencing societal attitudes toward wealth accumulation and fiscal responsibility. The gold standard was not without its challenges, though. The rigidity of fixed exchange rates sometimes hampered a nation's ability to respond effectively to economic fluctuations. In times of crisis, the inability to adjust currency values independently could lead to deflationary pressures or economic recessions. Nevertheless, the overall benefits in terms of stability and predictability seemed to outweigh these drawbacks during the era. Central to the success of the gold standard was the commitment of nations to maintain gold convertibility. Citizens could exchange their paper money for gold at a fixed rate, instilling confidence in the currency. This commitment also fostered fiscal discipline among governments, as excessive printing of money or deficits could lead to a loss of gold reserves and, subsequently, a devaluation of the currency. The late 19th and early 20th centuries became known as the golden era of the gold standard, marked by unprecedented economic growth, technological advancements, and global trade expansion. The interconnectedness of nations through this common monetary system laid the foundation for an era of relative financial stability. However, the golden era was not destined to last indefinitely. The cataclysmic events of World War I and the subsequent economic challenges led to a re-evaluation of the gold standard. Nations faced difficulties maintaining the gold convertibility of their currencies, and the post-war economic landscape demanded new approaches to monetary policy. As we delve deeper into the intricacies of this era, we uncover not only the economic transformations brought about by the gold standard, but also the societal shifts, cultural perceptions, and geopolitical ramifications that shaped this extraordinary period in history. The story of the golden era is one of highs and lows, of prosperity and challenges, providing invaluable lessons for those who seek to understand the evolution of modern economic systems. Chapter 2: Exploring the benefits of the gold standard in global trade and finance. The gold standard, revered for its role in establishing a steadfast framework for international trade and finance, unfolded as a paragon of stability during an era of economic uncertainty. At its core, the system erected a universal benchmark, providing a reliable measure for the exchange of goods and services. This not only cultivated an environment of trust, but also instilled a profound sense of confidence in the intricate web of international transactions. Inextricably linked to the value of gold, currencies under the gold standard derived their strength from the tangible and finite nature of this precious metal. The intrinsic link to gold acted as a bulwark against the perils of inflation, serving as a check against the alluring yet perilous temptation of excessive money printing. As a consequence, nations adhering to the gold standard witnessed a remarkable stability in their economic landscapes, with inflationary pressures being kept in check and economic fluctuations mitigated to a significant extent. One of the hallmarks of the gold standard was its impact on employment. Nations that embraced this system experienced periods of remarkable employment stability. The linkage of currency values to gold instilled a sense of discipline in economic policies, fostering an environment conducive to job creation and sustained employment. The gold standard, in this regard, emerged not only as a financial benchmark but also as a catalyst for robust labor markets. The stability extended beyond employment to encompass various sectors of the labor force. Industries flourished under the aegis of the gold standard, benefiting from the predictability and reliability that characterized the system. Businesses could make long-term plans with confidence, secure in the knowledge that the value of money would remain relatively constant. This stability translated into increased investments, further stimulating economic growth and prosperity. Moreover, the gold standard's reliance on private entities for gold-backed transactions demonstrated its adaptability and convenience. The involvement of private actors in these transactions showcased the dynamism of the system, fostering innovation in financial instruments and facilitating the smooth flow of international trade. This collaborative approach between governments and private entities not only streamlined transactions, but also promoted a healthy balance between regulatory oversight and market-driven efficiency. In summary, Chapter 2 delves into the multifaceted benefits of the gold standard, illustrating how it acted as a linchpin for stability in global trade and finance. From its role in curbing inflation to fostering employment and economic growth, the gold standard emerges as a pivotal force in shaping a resilient and robust international economic landscape. The collaborative nature of transactions, involving both governments and private entities, further underscores the adaptability and convenience that characterized this epoch-defining system. Segment 3. Unraveling the drawbacks. Yet, the gold standard bore limitations that ultimately led to its demise. Its inflexibility in adjusting the money supply posed challenges during economic downturns, as witnessed during the Great Depression. Nations struggled to navigate global recessions, revealing a fundamental flaw in the system's lack of adaptability. Economic crisis, the Great Depression, which began in 1929, led to severe economic hardships. The traditional gold standard limited the ability of the US government to respond flexibly to the economic downturn by implementing monetary policies such as increasing the money supply. Banking failures. The banking system was under immense pressure, with numerous bank failures. The gold standard contributed to a deflationary environment, exacerbating the economic crisis. Rising unemployment. The economic downturn resulted in widespread unemployment, and the gold standard made it challenging for the government to pursue expansionary policies to address the unemployment crisis. Global economic dynamics. Other countries had already abandoned the gold standard or devalued their currencies, affecting international trade. The US faced difficulties maintaining a fixed exchange rate with gold while remaining competitive in the global economy. As a result, the world shifted from the gold standard to fiat currency, a more flexible model that empowered countries to respond effectively to economic challenges. Segment 4. With a shift and conclusion. The United States officially abandoned the gold standard during the Great Depression in 1933, citing economic crises, banking failures, rising unemployment, and evolving global economic dynamics as contributing factors. President Franklin D. Roosevelt signed the Emergency Banking Act, marking a decisive shift away from the gold standard. The fiat currency system emerged, offering flexibility in monetary policy to meet the demands of a changing economy. The transition brought new challenges but heralded an era of adaptability in our monetary systems. The shift from the gold standard to fiat currency marked a new era of flexibility in monetary systems. Fiat currency, while liberating, presented its own set of challenges. Unlike the rigid ties of the gold standard, fiat currency allowed central banks to adjust the money supply, providing a financial toolkit for different circumstances. As economies evolved, so did our monetary systems, ushering in an age where adaptability became paramount. Fiat currency brought about the ability to fine-tune monetary policies, enabling central banks to respond dynamically to economic fluctuations. However, This newfound flexibility also introduced challenges such as the risk of inflation, currency devaluation, and the need for prudent fiscal management. The delicate balance between stimulating economic growth and avoiding economic pitfalls became a constant juggling act for nations worldwide. Segment 6, Fiat Currency, the modern economic landscape. In the aftermath of the gold standard, the world transitioned to a system where the value of currency was no longer directly tied to a specific quantity of gold. The fiat currency system emerged, allowing for a more responsive approach to economic challenges. This paradigm shift paved the way for increased global economic integration, as countries could independently tailor their monetary policies. Today, major currencies like the US dollar, the euro, and the Japanese yen operate as fiat currencies. Central banks meticulously manage money supply, interest rates, and other economic levers to maintain stability and foster growth. While the flexibility of fiat currency has proven instrumental in navigating the complexities of the modern global economy, it continues to be a subject of debate among economists and policymakers. Conclusion: the evolution of monetary systems. As we conclude our exploration of the transition from the gold standard to fiat currency, it's evident that the economic landscape has continually evolved. The gold standard, with its stability and limitations, played a crucial role in shaping the world's financial history. The advent of fiat currency brought newfound flexibility, empowering nations to adapt to an ever-changing economic environment. In our ongoing journey through the fascinating world of economics, we invite you to share your thoughts and insights in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth analysis and explorations of the forces that drive our global economy. Until next time, let's continue unraveling the intricate tapestry of financial history and economic evolution together. And remember, if you want to learn how to make money on YouTube without making videos, check out Tube Masterly and Monetization by MacPar. Link in the description below.